Hello everyone, Swishapler here. You may wonder what this video is about. Well, it is a topic that I think it is at least important to me. And you may wonder, well, I will explain something more about it, this topic. Since I started to do my trust stories on YouTube for almost 2 years now, I have received a lot of good comments over the almost 2 years. And some has been, well, this only a few has been kind of mean or rude, but not much, just good comments, courage. Mostly comments that really make me happy to read. But there was one person who told me, but I don't remember exactly who it was. And if that person hears this message, I'm sorry if I don't remember who exactly it was, but many just wonder that every time you made a comment, that I has been always been friendly, nice, and kind when I answered your questions. If you asked me if I could do your request of a true love story, often I response back with, sure, yes, I can as soon as I can. But you may wonder why I haven't been rude or even mean, but you may wonder also, have I ever been mad at anyone on YouTube? Yes, I have. At least to 3 people. And the reason why I was mad or angry at them was actually because they hurt my friend Chloe. Because she was bullied by those 3 people. And I made a video about said help Chloe Williams. If you haven't seen that video, well, if you have, you can notice that how really upset I was about it. I'm usually not that upset anymore. When I was much younger, I had no control of my anger at all. At least the most part of the story of my life could be any provocation, any provoke, I would snap and I could start fight. And from any reason, if someone was being mean or said something bad to me. But over the last few many years, I haven't been that much rude, actually. I could basically fight for any no reason when I was just much younger. I remember one particular time, I was probably like 9 or 11 year old. It was during summer. I was outside with several other people around my age. I was drawing, and the guy next to me ruined my painting. So I was so upset. So I grabbed his arm and bite it. It's so hard as I start to bleed. That is one of the few parts I still remember how angry I could be, with no control of my anger at all. But it has been quite better over the last few years after that. And it happens from time to time that I could be really, really upset. But if I do get so upset, I just don't fight. You may wonder what would I do if I was so really upset. Well, there are two things. Walk away or just leave. If I am home and have some argument with my parents or for any kind of things actually, I either used to go leave the house to calm down, or used to wait to my room to calm down. Because I was much younger, I could fight for any reason. I can fight, I can pull my sister's hair, I can slap anyone, maybe kick someone else. Well, there's another point of my life. I was actually, I did kind of feel proud, but at the same time not. When I was about probably the last, no, wait, I think was at the third year at the last part of the school was last year I had school. I was bullied by a group of girls for no reason. I have I didn't do anything to them at all. I mean, I didn't talk to them. I didn't say anything about them. I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing to them. And they could probably this probably is a story for me. I don't know why. Probably because I'm an easy target. Probably I'm a lone wolf or just a lone person prefer to be alone. But no. But the things they said to me was, "Oh, there goes the guy who hates girls. He's gay. Gay, 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 gay." Over and over. And I didn't do much about it. I didn't bother. I didn't care about what they're saying. But they kept going on and on. And one day, I was in class, and I left the classroom just for a moment and see them two of them walking in the hallway next to me, and they said, "There he go, there goes the guy who hates girls." At that moment, I snapped. I walked up to one of the girls and slapped her right in her face. And from that moment, I felt proud and happy to do it. Because I didn't speak to them at all at school. I didn't bully them. I didn't say anything to them. I didn't do anything against them. And why did it choose me of all the people at our part of school? I mean it. I had a lot of friends. Talk to them, play with cards games with them. But why me? I was an easy target for them. If I had been in their situation, would I do the same? No, I wouldn't. But after that moment, they stopped. And for a reason that I don't even like to be bullied. But there's another part of the reason why people has on my channel often ask me if I can do these stories over and over. And most of the stories that they ask if I like, if they making me upset, or they ask if I hate them, or if I am mad at them, because they ask the same question over and over. But I'm not mad at all. I understand that people want their stories to be made. Don't be not be. I'm not mad at you, all of you who want your story to be made. Don't worry, because since a lot of people have made so many requests of their stories, and you others who make the same thing from your stories, it overwhelmed me so much. And but I have to put your stories to the side so I can make other people's stories first, since they had the question asked me first. But those stories will be made. And here's another comment from my friend Cody Lane, which I made from about Capper and Rarity. And he said, "No offense, but I hate Spike to be jealous," and all again, "no offense." And my response to that was, "No, don't worry. I just want to make something more love conflict in the story, since that happens all the time. And I'm actually making my stories to be based on real life relationship." And I'm a response back to Cody that, "But I agree with you. I hate to see Spike jealous. But since I made so many stories over the last 2 years, I just want to make the stories to be a little more, well, realistic. To be almost like a real life relationship. Because if I made a story with no conflict, no tragedy, it would be kind of boring. Read this, watching a same video type over and over, but different characters, almost the same, like seeing a review or a rerun of the same type of story over and over, just with different characters. So I just want to make the story a little bit more different, to be more with conflict, like love triangle between that two characters in love with the same pony, or a type with the same girl, or that the girl who was in love with someone who is left her for someone else, or that the person she loves the most suddenly dies from an accident or disease or anything. I just want to make the stories a little bit more real. And I don't worry about this. Your stories, what you ask me, will be made, even if they takes a little bit more time. Since, especially now, when Christmas is a few weeks away, it will be more stressful, since I had other projects that I will have to made first. But your stories will be made and be posted on my channel soon. I can just say that even though it takes time to make your stories and some others as well, I am actually proud to make your stories, and then just, it takes time. You have just to be patient and, well, at least patient enough, because to make those stories can take a lot of time. But I will make them, since I promised to make them, and I will make them. I promise you all that. And especially now when Christmas is just around the corner, I want to be able to do so many trust stories so often now, since the biggest holiday is about, right, like I said, around the corner. But I will try to make this as many as possible. And thanks for all your listen. As always, subscribe, give a comment, and as always, this is Switch Diablo, over and out.